Prevagen.
Today's student.
Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
And a very good Wednesday evening to you. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking a lot of sunshine in downtown Utica after days and days of those pesky snow showers. But that's going to change once again with our next storm system heading our way. So let's enjoy it while we've got it. It's still pretty chilly out there, 37 degrees with that northwest wind at 10 miles an hour, making it feel like 30, and those temperatures are going to come down, but so are the winds as we head through the overnight hours. The radar is pretty dry right now. Most of what you're seeing toward the north is ground clutter. There could be a few isolated or scattered snow showers, but for the most part, those are done with, and we have, again, clearing skies for the next few hours. And then we are already starting to see our next storm system make its way through the middle section of the country. We're talking about portions of Indiana, portions of Illinois, into Ohio right now. And that'll start up here within the next 12 or 18 hours or so. So as I mentioned, through the overnight hours, we'll be dealing with calmer winds out there. And then we'll deal with a slight increase in winds after midnight, 1 a.m. in advance of that next storm system heading our way. But again, winds are not going to be a major deal with this storm system. We are going to be dealing with clearing skies during the overnight hours, and as a result, temperatures dropping into the teens and 20s. But again, not much wind, so there won't be much of a wind chill factor. As we head toward and after midnight, we'll be dealing with an increase in clouds, and you'll be dealing with a lot of clouds tomorrow morning. The rain holds off until after 12 or 1 p.m., and most of it is light, but there could be some moderate pockets of rain. And as you head up toward the north and into the southern hills, there could be some snow mixing in with temperatures a little bit below freezing and above our heads and even down toward the surface as well. And that'll be the case through Friday morning and through the day on Friday as well. In terms of snowfall accumulation, we're not looking at much, a coating to maybe an inch in some locations, but you do get a little bit more than, let's say, 1, 2, 3 inches in portions of Hamilton, Fulton County, where it's likely to, more than likely to be snow as opposed to rain. So again, we'll be dealing with mainly rain tomorrow, especially during the afternoon. It'll be breezy out there too, 43 for the high, even a little bit warmer as we go through Friday. So that means that you'll be seeing that snow change over to rain, 47 for the high. Friday, the wind is more of a factor that day. Saturday, we'll be dealing with a chance of rain, especially early in the day, but as we head toward the afternoon and evening hours, we'll be dealing with some sunshine out there, 49 for the high, still below average for this time of year. Same thing on Sunday, but the temperatures do come up a little bit with a high of 51, and we'll be dealing with morning showers and then afternoon sunshine once again. And then as we go through Monday, we'll be dealing with a lot of clouds. And it'll be nicer out there, 62. That's finally above average for the first time in several weeks. Tuesday, I should say, we'll be dealing with a shower chance and 40 degrees for the high, and then that doesn't last long. We could be dealing with some snow as we go through Wednesday with a high of 39. Light snow. It doesn't look like to add up to very much right now, but regardless, it'll be chilly with a high of 39.
Well, of course, we're going to have that 62 next week, but I don't know about you, but after this show's done, I'm going outside to get a bit of that sunshine.
Absolutely, especially with the all the wet weather we've coming over the next couple of days.
Absolutely. Thank you, Jordan. Coming up next on
Eyewitness News is brought to you by Nye Automotive Group. Come see why it's gotta be Nye.
Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
And a very good Wednesday evening to you once again. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking clearing skies as we go through the overnight hours. And that's allowing our temperatures to drop like they are right now, 28 degrees in downtown Utica as we take a look live there. But there is calm wind, so it actually feels like 28. But the wind will be a little bit breezy as we go through the overnight hours. I'll talk about that in a second. But as far as our weather headlines go, fall spring is in effect and has been over the last several days, not only across New York State, but also through much of New England and the Northeast. And it's going to remain that way through the next couple of days with cool and unsettled weather, especially tomorrow and through part of the weekend. And in the 7-day forecast, I've got a drier and brighter Monday, and we'll see seasonably mild conditions then too. But as far as the radar goes for the here and now, not detecting any precip. Most of what you're seeing around Lewis County around the radar site is just ground clutter, so nothing's actually falling at the moment, unlike the last couple of days. And that's also going to change again over the next couple of days thanks to this storm system making its way into parts of Pennsylvania, over the Ohio Valley with both rain and snow over portions of southern Michigan, and that'll be the case here too. But as we go through the overnight hours, we'll see temperatures bottoming out in the upper teens to the north, lower and middle 20s to the south, and then we'll make our way into into the 30s and 40s during the day tomorrow, and then we'll see that rain developing by the afternoon. As far as those winds are concerned, they'll be rather calm during the overnight hours, and then we'll again see those breezy conditions return tomorrow morning, and it could become quite windy as we head through the afternoon, but wind won't be a major factor with this storm system. We'll just be seeing a lot of rain and a couple of inches of snow in some locations. So again, mainly clear skies. That'll allow our temperatures to bottom out in the teens and 20s. That combined with the wind, or with lack of wind, I should say. And then tomorrow morning, you might see some light rain in the mid to late morning hours, but most of that won't reach the ground. It'll reach the ground after noon to 1 p.m. And you'll notice we'll have a couple of pockets up toward the north where temperatures are into the 30s. That'll be snow, and more of us will see snow even into the Mohawk Valley, with temperatures dropping into the 30s during the overnight hours into Friday morning, but it doesn't look like most of us will see much. Between now and Friday at midnight, most of us seeing less than an inch or two, may see a little bit more as you head toward portions of the Adirondacks, but that would be the exception and not the rule with colder temperatures there. So again, mainly rain for tomorrow afternoon, some snow in the mountains and hills. It'll be breezy too, 43 for the high, a little bit warmer for Friday with those showers continuing and some snow in the mountains as well. Windy too, 47, still unseasonably chilly as we go through Saturday, but at least we'll see some sun during the afternoon. It'll be a chance of rain, breezy too, with a high of 49, even warmer on Sunday after we deal with some morning showers, temperatures rising into the 50s during the afternoon, and brighter and drier as we go through Monday with highs in the low 60s.
Definitely excited for the high and a bit of dry weather, Jordan.
Absolutely, me too.
All right, well, there's been a big announcement from the boxing.
Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
And a very good Wednesday evening to you, everybody. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking clearing skies as we go through the overnight hours. That'll allow temperatures to drop into the 20s and in some cases the teens. We're already in the 20s out there in downtown Utica right now under clear skies. 26 with calm winds. It actually feels like 26. And those winds won't be much of a factor as we go through the overnight hours. What will be a factor, though, and has been, is this false spring that's in effect over New York State, much of New England, and the Northeast. And that'll continue to be a factor over the next couple of days with more cool and unsettled weather again tomorrow through the weekend. But the good news is that once we get onto the other side of it, we have a bright, dry, and a seasonably mild day once we get to Monday. And I'll get to that in the 7-day forecast coming up in just a few minutes. But as far as the radar goes right now, you might be dealing with a little bit of light snow down toward Chenango County. I don't think most of that's reaching the ground. And what you're seeing up toward Lewis County is just ground clutter around the radar site. So in other words, mostly dry, just again clearing skies. Those clear skies won't last for long because we have this next storm system making its way through southern Michigan with some snow, Ohio, and now into western Pennsylvania with some rain. And it'll be here within the next 12, 13 hours or so. So for most of tomorrow morning, it'll be dry and we'll have temperatures starting off in the 20s, making their way into the 30s, and eventually by around noontime, we'll get up to around 40 degrees. And those winds, as I mentioned, will be less than 10 miles an hour for most of the night. And then we'll see that breeze increase out of the east-southeast at around 10 to 15 miles an hour during the day tomorrow. There could be some gusts 25 to 30 miles an hour. As far as the futurecast goes, again, we'll have mainly clear skies overnight, allowing those temperatures to drop into the teens and 20s. And then to start your day on Thursday, you'll be walking out the door with cloudy skies. But you'll want the umbrella because even though the morning commute will be dry, the afternoon and evening commute will be a different story. You'll see some light rain developing after 10, 11, noon. After noon to 1 p.m. is when the rain gets heavier, and there could be a bit of moderate rain. And then as we see temperatures drop into the 30s across most of our viewing area, the rain will change to snow tomorrow night into Friday morning before we get a brief break during the day on Friday and that next storm system moves in. As far as accumulations go between now and Friday night at midnight, so basically the next 48 hours, most of us will be dealing with less than 2 inches. There could be a little bit more than, let's say, 2 to 4 in some of the northern and eastern hills and up into the Adirondacks. But again, that would be the exception and not the rule. Most of that will be on grassy surfaces and not on the roadways. 43 for tomorrow with mainly rain and breezy conditions out there too. It'll be windy as we go through Friday with 47 for the high. And then we'll see some sun and some rain as we go through Saturday with a high of 49. And we'll see more of the same as we go through Sunday with morning showers possible.
And Jordan, I'm really happy that you showed Southeast Michigan on that radar. That's my old stomping grounds. And it's actually making me a little bit more thankful to be in central New York, where we're not getting as hit hard. as they are. But I'm really looking forward to Monday.
Absolutely, me too. 60s and a lot of sunshine.